Front Row MMA, and we're here with Leeroy Barnes. One of our favorite interviews, if I'm honest. So I'm looking forward to this. But the first thing I do
don't fucking lie, because I've heard that Bradley Scott's your favourite interview.
He is. Well, Bradley Scott's my favourite, but you're certainly up there. I enjoy talking with you. I really do.
Before you go any further,
hold on, let me sort this thing out because it's fucking doing me head in. Right, there we go.
Before we go any further, what did you think to that interview? Because obviously I know that you messaged him a couple of times as well.
No, like, I didn't, to be honest, until that interview, like, I'm not being a prick or anything, but I actually did not have a fucking clue who he was. I'd never heard of him, ever. I didn't even know he was in the UFC, nothing. And then someone's like, this UFC guy, blah, blah. I'm like, well, what the fuck's he even messaging my name for? He's in the UFC. He should have bigger things on his mind than me. But, you know, whatever. I watched the interview. It was funny, to be fair. You know, it made me laugh, a few of the things he was saying, but...
You see, there was a point in it where I said to him, I don't even know if you're joking or being serious. And I still, to this day, don't know if he was being funny or serious.
I just think he was being a wind-up merchant. I really do.
I think, to be honest, I think a lot of it is everyone sort of seems to know who I am, don't I? So it causes brings attention to him. It's a smart thing to do. There's no way we can ever have a fight, so...
Is it, you know, you say that it brings, you know, again, it's somebody, your name is out there, and does that bring more pressure to you when you know you've got a fight coming, knowing that, you know, on social media, you've got, you know, huge following, people know who you are across the UK. Do you sometimes think that adds perhaps a little more pressure?
Yeah, not so much pressure, but like I don't want to let people down. You know, a lot of people support me, and sometimes it does. But to be honest, like I thrive off it mostly. But like after that last one, it was just fucking.
I'd never seen you quite as down after that fight. I understand, you know, it was only a few minutes after, but you seem over the last few weeks. There seems to be a renewed vigor. The smile has come back. The vlogs that you're doing with Kane and with you seem, again. It seems that we're getting the old Leeroy back. Is
yeah,
that a fair
man.
comment?
It's just like I had a bit of a shit time after that last fight. To be honest, like I was gonna fuck it all off. To be fair, because it was mad. Like I was in awesome shape. You know, I was in really, really good shape and. People have made excuses for me, like, oh, you had 5 pull-outs in 5 weeks and you didn't know you were fighting a kid till, like, literally the Thursday night and this, that and the other. But, you know, I haven't got any excuses personally. Like, I'd have fought whoever they put in front of me. I was in really good shape. And just to get caught like that, I was like, if I can't fucking beat people when I'm in the shape of my life, then what, you know what I mean? What fucking chance have I got? What am I doing? And you know, it fucked my head up for a bit, and I was having like a few personal things going on, and I got a bit depressed, and you know, it just sort of like everything just sort of went a bit fucking shit for a while. But you know, you fucking that's fighting, innit? So you just got to pick yourself back up and
yeah.
So something I brought up, Leeroy, is that I noticed that you've I don't think you've got a full-time corner. Do you think that can let you down a lot?
No, what it is I did have, and then literally like the past 2 camps, like just before the Parisi fight, like I changed everything around, everything had to sort of change, and then everything was kind of up in the air, and I was with the next gen guys, and nothing went there. They were at the London show. What happened is Paul Rimmer had a family emergency that night, and he had to leave. Literally, he had to be home for about 11. And I wasn't on till near the top of the card, so he was with his kids, and I said to him, man, I said, listen, it's your kids, you can't stay here with me. You know, it's family. You're gonna have to go, and you know, he wasn't happy about it, and that was just the way it was with that show. And you know, I worked for Luke Barnett and that, but to be honest, man, like. It doesn't bother me, man. Like I have no excuses for that fight. You know, I made a mistake. I got caught, and what can I say, man? Like the thing is with me is like I'm getting so much better all the time, and every fight, win or lose, as a middleweight, everyone's been like, "Fucking hell, you were like improved so much, blah blah blah," and then to come out and get caught so quickly like that, it was just, you know, it was a fucking kick in the bollocks to be honest.
And as far as training now, who are you full-time training with? Because I know that you're going down to the Rough House.
Well, to be honest, I've done pretty much the last 3 weeks of my camp there. I'll probably be there until fight day, so I've pretty much done my whole camp with them, you know.
And will they be in your corner?
I don't know. I've not sort of spoke on that thing. I've not spoke about joining the team. I've just, I get on with Jimmy really well, and Jimmy was like, come down and train. It's sorted out, and it worked out. Like my mate, who used to train at Wolseley, was Kane. Yeah. He's training down there. He lives down there now, works down there.
Yeah, we saw Kane for the first time at FCC 7. And
he's a beast.
He came out in a Rough House jersey on, and we were like,
yeah, I was like, what's he doing?
We thought we know most of it, but good God, that boy fights like a Rough House guy. Do you think that this could be perhaps the start of a long-term partnership between you and them? Because it seems, again, that you're incredibly happy at training. You enjoy working with these guys. Jimmy is world-class. You have Craig Turner in your corner.
We said, actually, that if you could have someone like Jimmy Warled and Craig Turner in your corner, that's a good corner team to have. Yeah,
to be fair, Craig's been... is it Craig that fought on FCC?
And Craig just fought at Fight UK last weekend.
Yeah, Fight UK, that's it, yeah. So he's not been in the gym, so I've not had a chance to train him. Like, I know who he is, and I've met him before and that, but, I've been... Like, most of my days, like, we come out in the morning, and I'm out all day. I'm with, like, Jimmy all day and Matt Hallam and that, and just, like, the level of the guys, and, it's a good atmosphere, man. Like, I'm really, like, enjoying it down there. And to be honest, I'm thinking, I wish I'd done, like, a 10-week camp, or, I wish I'd been there longer, because I've not seen Kane for a while. Like, Kane's had a few problems, and then they've been sorted out, and he's living down there now, and, I'm staying with Kane all week, and we have a laugh, man. Everything's just training on focused on training, and just, like, it's good, man. I've had a really good camp, like a really, really good camp, so...
Sorry.
So I've got to say as well, I'm in no way shit stirring, because I like interviewing you, man, and I think you're a really nice guy.
Right, while you're saying here, right, I'm not shit stirring. I've got my drama queen call.
Right, I'm in no way. I promise you, I'm in no way shit stirring. I like you, man. I think you're a nice guy, and I also like Matt Howard. I know that you had a lot of trouble, and when I heard that you were training down there, is everything sorted between you two guys now?
We just had a straightener.
Good.
So no, we didn't. No, we sorted it. No, we sorted it out. We've spoken that, and we've had some good spars, and he's a good guy. I never had an issue with him to start with, and his issue with me came from, I think, just
some forum
confusion.
Shit,
it was what?
It was some forum shit.
No, it was Facebook. It was something he read on Facebook, but I don't have a public Facebook. I have a like page. I don't have my own private Facebook. But a while ago, if you follow me on Twitter, there was a couple of them popping up that weren't me. I had to say, like, these were me. Someone was being a dickhead, posting rude pictures, saying they were me and all this shit, trying to fucking get my Twitter closed, and people are fucking idiots, aren't they? So I think it was something to do with that, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we spoke about it, and that we get on. I like him, man. He's a good guy. I never had a problem with him anyway. The only things I said after that, like about him fighting in pubs and shit, was just because he had started. But we have a laugh in the gym, man. He's a good guy. So
he hits hard as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does it hard. Yeah, but I hit hard as well. So we hit each other hard. So
does it help that you're training with a group of guys that all have fights around a week later than you? Perhaps.
Yeah.
How has that sort of increased the intensity when you guys get in there?
It's good, man. Like, everyone's training so hard at the moment. Like, it's funny. Like, you get to Thursday and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm so sore, I'm so tired." Like, I'm always taking the piss out of Jimmy, because he's always like, "Oh, I'm tired." But then you're thinking, "Oh, he's tired. This is gonna be an easy one," and it never is, man. But honestly, Jimmy Warhead's world class.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
that fight with him and Eddie Ellis, man. I don't know what went on there, but that was crazy.
Yeah, I know. And fucking Matt Hallam, how big is that kid? Right? Well, right? Listen to this though, right? It's an optical illusion, I'm telling you, right? Because I don't know if I should say his weight now, because he's fighting and that, but he's a lot lighter than I am, and he looks twice my size, about 4 kilos lighter than me.
Yeah. Right? We keep telling him if he stopped eating the pies, he could cut down to welter.
Yeah, well, people have been saying this to him, but last week he was 4 kilos lighter than me, and I was like, "How is this possible?" I needed a t-shirt, and he had a t-shirt on, and he goes, "I said, you can have my t-shirt." I put his t-shirt on, and it was skin tight on me, like it was like a rash guard, and I was like, "How is this tight on me, but not on you?" And he stood next to me, and he's like this, and I'm thinking, "Oh my god!"
I reckon he filled his muscles up with helium.
Yeah, but no, he's another talented guy as well. Like I've seen him fight, and he doesn't train anything like the way he fights. And you forget, man, he's pretty new to the game, man. He's inexperienced, and when he starts bringing out that gym game in fighting, man, he's going to be a dangerous guy.
We probably should. I mean, I could ask questions about Matt Hallam all day, but let's be honest. I'll ask one. Do you feel, we've seen every one of his fights from his debut up, so we know what he's capable of.
Yeah.
What does he need to do to bring that to the bigger stage? Because on the Fight UK's, this guy was made for the cage. He was a monster.
Yeah.
Bumped into Harry McClellan, who I think was a step up. But what does he need to do or does he just need to go in and be aggressive?
No, he doesn't need to be aggressive. He needs to relax, man. He needs to relax and enjoy it, because when he's in the gym and he's relaxed and he's enjoying it, he's wicked, and he's got some different sort of moves. You know what I mean? He'll throw people well off the game, and he's just experience, man. He's with the right people, and he works hard, and he just, when he relaxes and he becomes more confident, because everyone's it's taken me years. When you get in there, you're tentative to do the things you do in the gym, because you're thinking, if I do this, he'll do that, and it's nervousness and confidence, and it took me years and years, but he's got better guidance than me, and it'll come on a lot quicker for him, and when it does, then especially if he drops to welterweight, imagine the size of him at welterweight.
No, that's awful. Come on, Cage Warrior 62.
Yeah.
I saw somebody's clip where they spoke to somebody and they called it a redemption moment. Is that perhaps what Cage Warrior 62 is going to be for you and your fans? Is this about redemption, or is that not in there?
It's just about winning and showing people what I can do, man. I've got to win this fight, and that's there's no other option really.
Does that make you more dangerous to him? Is this going to be a case that he's going to have to kill you to stop you?
Listen, you have to do that pretty much anyway. And if you can't sub me, I hadn't been subbed in 3 years before that last fight. I hadn't been stopped in 3 years. All my losses have been decisions, but it's just, I'm just, it's a business and it's a sport. But I'm, Ronan McKay, and he's hard. He's really tough. Like, I know this, but I'm coming out to hurt him, man. That's just what I've got to do. I'll be in his face, and whatever he's got. That's my phone being.
It's not easy being a social butterfly.
He thought his dildo had just cracked off.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay.
Hang on.
Look, he's rearranging himself now. Look at him bouncing up and down. He's like, shit. But he's like, my love eggs. They're gone.
The beads are coming out. What can I say? Now, what do you know about about Ronan McKay? When we know he's Irish, we've not been able to find any footage. We haven't looked that hard, if I'm honest. But have you been able to do your research? Do you play that game? Look at the tape and.
Well, I know where there is footage, and I've seen the footage, like some of his full fights, and I saw them fights live also on the OMAC show in Liverpool, and he's all rounder, and he's up and down, man. Like, he's beat some really good guys, and then he's lost to some not so good guys, and it depends how hard he's been training and who turns up on the day. But I'm just not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about my fight. Like, I've seen him fight on the OMAC show a couple of times, so I know what I'm walking into. And to be fair, again, Ian Dean had a nightmare match in it. Like nobody wanted the fight. It's just, I'm not saying anyone's dodging me. Like, why would they look at my record? But it's like, just everyone that they ask doesn't want the fight, or they want more money, or so. Ronan McKay was the one that stepped forward, and that's who we've got. So
what sort of puzzles does he bring to the table that you need to solve? Where do you see him being his most dangerous?
I just need to be turned on, man, really turned on, because he's experienced. He's just as experienced as I am, and he's fought some really good guys, and he's got good jits, and he's tough. Like he's really tough. Like, but you know, I've just got to be switched on and on my game. So
if we go back to the Parisi fight, which your stand-up was immense in, is that going to be the secret to your success again this time? Do you think if you keep that stand-up, you keep landing those big shots? I'm not asking for a game plan. I suppose I am really, but I'm not asking for. But how are you going to approach this? Is it?
Well, everybody starts on the feet, don't they? So. And, you know, my wrestling, since I've been training Roughhouse, has become a lot better. I'm mixing things up a lot better. I'm working with some new... And there's some things going on in my game now that I wasn't doing 2 months ago. And now, you know, it's working for me. And it's just... It's one of them things, you know. He's just going to have to fucking... You know, everything starts standing, doesn't it? So I'm going to come out and I'm going to be standing. If he wants to try and take me down, then... You know, he can have a go. It's not going to be as easy as it was for Parisi. And, you know, if I want to take him down, then I'll just take him down, basically. So
I love that Parisi fight, man. I was really hoping that you'd stay stood up because I think you were beating them all across the place.
Yeah, it was just jumping for that guillotine. Like, they're scoring takedowns, but to be fair, he only got 2 legitimate takedowns in the whole fight. The rest of them,
you were pulling guard, weren't you?
Yeah, pulling guard, attempting to finish the fight by submission. So... You know, it's how you want to look at it, isn't it? But you know, whatever, you live and learn. I don't go for the guillotine as much now. So
the fight's taking place up north again. You know, we're fairly close to Barnes country. Are you taking Is there going to be a large contingent there as usual for you?
Do you know what? Like, I'm popular anyway. Wherever I fight, like I always like bring people and that. But it's like. I've not really actually sold that many tickets myself, to be honest. Like, I've not been trying because, like, I was thinking this before. I was thinking, shit, I better get these tickets shifted. Cause I've been in Nottingham, like, all week and literally I've not been doing or thinking about anything other than, like, training. Like, I've not really been dragging the sponsors in like I normally do. And, you know, I've just been literally completely just on the training thing. So, you know, I'll sell some tickets, but... There'll be people there anyway. But what fucking winds me up is people tweeting me going, I can't wait to see you fight in Newcastle. Bought my tickets just to see you fight, especially. I'm like, where have you bought your tickets from? I bought them from this place. I'm like, why are you buying them off them? Buy fucking tickets off me. Do you know what I mean?
Because obviously, I mean, Cage Warriors are world class, but there's still a problem with wages, and you guys need more money. So if you're going to buy a ticket, obviously you want to buy them off the people you want to go and watch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like fucking hell. It's like I post them out for free anyway. It's like, I appreciate your support, but why are you buying them off fucking Ticketmaster and giving them £3 extra or whatever it is when you can buy them off me, get free delivery, no booking fee, and you know, and you know, I'll get a bit of money on top of my ticket. So, like, I used to take the commission off the tickets and just sell the tickets when I was with Bama because I could take my commission out first. And then give them what they were owed. But with Cage Warriors, it's different. You give all your money back, and then you get your commission back, like with wages. So I can't really do that now. But, you know, I was never bothered about making money off tickets, to be fair. It's just if people want to come and support me, then, you know...
You used to give your money away to charity, didn't you? Or a percentage of your ticket money?
No, I did it once.
Oh, you did?
I did that once. So, but... I sold less tickets that time because people are fucking tight, aren't they? So.
You're not going to earn fans that way, man.
Well, it's true. It's true. I'm always telling the truth. I sold less tickets. Yeah. I mean, I'm saying the tickets are full price, but this is going to there, and like people are like, I don't, you know, got this coming up. It's like, and then I go, oh well, they're supposed to be 40 quid, and I go, they're only supposed to be 35. Like, oh right, yeah, come. Like, well, fuck off then. So, but, no, I get loads of support now. All my supporters are great. I'm only taking the piss.
How hungry are you for December 7th? Can that date come around quick enough for you, or right now is everything just going in the right way at the right pace?
Everything's going in the right way at the right sort of pace for me. I'm like, I'm feeling good. Like, I feel really fit now. Like in the gym, like. I'm probably without doubt miles fitter than most people in there. Like, I'm not gassing. Like, I'm struggling to get out of breath, sparring and stuff. So, you know, as long as my fitness is there, then I know I'm ready. I'm feeling sharp, had a few niggles because I've been sparring hard, but you know they're not going to hamper anything. They're getting sorted out now with physio and stuff. But it's good, man. I feel good. I just want to get there and get it done, and you know, get paid, go out. You know, Christmas, isn't it? So
yeah, you know, what are you hoping for Christmas? You know, what do you want?
What do I want from Santa?
Yeah.
Are you offering to buy him something?
I'm offering Clay to buy you something. That's all right.
Oh, right. I was going to say, if you're buying me something, you can get me, like, I don't know, some Air Max or something like that. Some of that, like, cherry anal lube. Hold on.
He's got that in stock.
I think someone's at the door.
Oh, come on.
No, nobody's there.
Thanks for that, Leroy. There's nothing like taking an interview seriously, is there? Fucking brilliant.
Talking of, did anyone pick that 45p up?
What 45p?
We'd see you don't even follow your own Instagram. I follow you on Instagram. You put a video up saying that someone had left 45p on the floor and no one would pick it up.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, that was it. That was at Kane's house, right? Because you sit down, right, or whatever, and your money, everyone's in track, the money falls out of the pocket, and you get up and walk off, and no one's sure whose money it is. There's like 45p on the floor, and it's just been left all week. Like, Kane's got OCD, he cleans everything all the time. He's hoovering, right? So he's hoovering around it and leaving it there, and I'm thinking, nobody's going to pick up this money because nobody wants to be like, pick it up, and then the other person, oh, what are you doing? No, that was my money. You know what I mean? No one wants to pick the money up, so it just got left there. I was thinking, why is this money still on the fucking rug?
Unreal.
No.
Again, we drop back to Cage Warriors, and then we'll let you go. You know, you beat McKay because in your head, I think that's how you have to look at things. What do you want from the next opponent? I'm not asking you to look past him. I know you've got a war. But what do you want after this fight? What kind of, again, do you want top 10, top 15, or do you not care at the moment? It's about the result and whatever Cage Warriors want.
Well, really, like, I need to get this win, which I will do, violently and quickly, probably. And then it's going to be one of them, like, it's up to Cage Warriors. Like, I think when I came into the organisation, Cage Warriors really believed in me. They had high hopes for me. Like, I think they thought I would go through Parisi, and that'd set up some other stuff. And obviously, you know, them judges that were all high on crack that night fucked that up. So, you know, and then obviously they worked hard to get me a replacement for the London fight, and then I got caught and that fucked up. So it's been a bit of a massive fuck up, to be honest. And it's just whatever they want. You know, to be fair, the last couple of fights they've struggled getting me opponents. So I think what it is that my ability doesn't match my record. My ability is a lot better than my record, and people are thinking, well, this is a dangerous fight. I don't want to lose to a kid with that record because it's going to make me look shit. And, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just one of them things. I don't know why people won't take the fight, but whatever, whoever they've got in line for me, I want a ranked guy, to be honest, and I want to look at fighting for that belt because I'm not doing it just to fuck about. And, you know, I lost my way for a bit after that London fight, and I was thinking what the fuck. I honestly considered just fucking it off and getting fat and being a pisshead, but it was like, you know, what you got to think about.
It's a pretty good life.
What's that?
It's a pretty good life being a fat pisshead. He knows. I know.
Yeah. I know, but I probably get a lot more sex than you two, so.
Oh, damn it.
So it's like, it's just one of them. I had to think about everything I'd done and like put into the sport, and like you can't leave all that behind because of one fuck. I still think I've got so much more in me, and until I get to where I want to be, then that's just it, man. So
do you feel like, sorry, do you feel like you're gonna have to start calling fighters out if no one's willing to fight you? Do you feel like you're gonna have to start calling guys out?
Yeah, but I don't like doing stuff like that because I got this reputation of being a trash talker and this, and I actually wasn't. Like, people would say one thing about me, I'd reply and I got all the flack for it, so I'm thinking, so now I just fucking think whatever. The Bradley Scott thing pissed me off a bit, but, you know, I watched the interview back, and, you know, afterwards when I'd calmed down a bit and I was back training and that, and it was pretty funny, and, you know, some of the stuff he said was right in a way, so You know,
Would you actually go over to the MMA lab if you had the money? Would you go over there and spend a training camp over there?
Yeah, I wanted to go to TriStar, to be honest. I was trying to sort that out, but I didn't have enough time to sort it out for this camp, so I was going to do it next year. But yeah, I'd go to the MMA lab or TriStar or anywhere like that.
He actually said that at TriStar he'd heard some bad things about those guys, but
I mean,
it did well for Tom Breeze and
Stevie Ray. Both went to TriStar.
I don't know, but you know, you see the way like Stevie Ray looked like a completely different animal when he came back from there, and I watched him fight live. I was thinking, fucking hell, you know, look how much he's changed. Like he looked like he'd gone up the levels and levels. So I think it's just the people you're with. But then again, I was thinking that, but now I've been down there with Alison every day. I'm training with big guys, which is my problem, is finding sort of guys at middleweight to train with. And you've got Jimmy there, who's a big welterweight anyway. You've got Matt Howard, Matt Allen, you know, and then there's a load of other guys there. And Kane's still pretty heavy, like he's dropping to lightweight now, but I think his last one was at welterweight, but he's still heavy, you know, so, and he's wild. You've just got good guys down there and everyone's gelling off each other and working hard, and, you know, it's put me in a good place mentally, and, you know, it's making me forget about any other problems I've got. I'm just down there training, and I'm just fucking, you know, I'm just focused on the 7th of December. And, you know, my new video blog is out today, Saturday, whenever you put this on. So it'll probably be the Saturday before this goes on somewhere. But go on Woe TV. I don't know if that's a rival of yours or whatever.
We don't like that pressure.
There's a different website you can get my blog on.
Yeah, Craig, you share that with us all you want. We'll push that everywhere.
We'll push that. Which one's that one? We'll push that. Don't say it's MMA Plus.
There's a different website, or you can just go on my Twitter and follow the link. And there's a new blog on there. But week 2's blog is fucking miles better than week 1's blog. Because week 1's blog was like, oh shit, I'm doing a blog and having to film little bits here and there, and it was a bit shit. But this week I knew I was doing it, so I had the memory on my phone ready, and I was just...
We've just watched it, man. The bromance between you and Kane in the car as you're driving and bopping is awesome, man.
No, that's funny, man, yeah. But that's it, man. You know, that's Kane, that, because he's like all day, 24 hours a day, fucking hyperactive and singing and this and that, waking me up at 7 in the morning, kicking on the door, get up, motherfucker, fucking blah, 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 like singing, like fucking serenading me in the morning.
Realize it.
So, can I just ask about, I know that, because I follow you on Twitter, I know that you've had a lot of personal shit that I don't really want to ask you about, and I know that you probably don't want to talk about.
No, to be fair though, let me say, man, I shouldn't write half of that shit on Twitter, but it's not that I've got a bad temper, but I'm just like, something's on my mind, I'm like, fuck, and like, I don't think, and I do huge stupid shit, and, you know, I shouldn't write that personal shit on there, and I was wrong to do that, and, you know.
But having said that, it seems to me that right now you probably don't like your own company, and it's probably done you a favour because it seems that you want to be in the gym, so you've got people around you and you're training, you're happy.
That's true, man. Yeah, no, you're fucking completely right. When I'm on my own, it fucking does me in. I'm my own worst enemy. I think shit, and then I start thinking negatively and this, that, and like, you know, all my mates are out doing this and doing that, and I'm training in the morning, like, so I'm having to fucking stay in and sit down. I can't drink, I can't do this, so it's like I start to sit there and I'm thinking, I start overthinking stuff, and, you know, I become a bit of a prick to myself, and I take things out on people that are close to me, and I get moody and shit, and it's just like, but when I'm in the gym and I'm training around people, everything's hyper, it's good laugh, and, you know, and it takes my mind off the other stuff I've got going on, and to be honest, like, at the moment, I'm in sort of a perfect balance of being positive and just fucking pissed off and ready to just fucking have it, do you know what I mean? So...
I want to say, I for one, I think it'd be awesome if you were walking down to the cage with a Roughhouse t-shirt on. I think training down there has done you a lot of favours, man. I think they're a good bunch of guys. I know them. We've not been.
Well, I think it has, like, there's a striking. Like, everyone knows about my boxing now. Like, I don't think anybody knew about it for a while, and then the Parisi fight sort of opened it up. And even that last kid that choked me, I think I cut him straight away with a right hand. Like, I didn't even hardly land it, but it's just, you know, and that's the thing. But I've been working down there with Owen King, the striking coach, and like I'm you know, compared to the stuff he's showing them kids, I'm nowhere near on their like whole round striking level. I've got good boxing, but the stuff he's doing with me and like the way he's helping me out is fucking unbelievable. That guy's an amazing coach. Like if I bring any of that stuff out that I've been doing with him in this fight, people are like, fucking hell. In fact, I'm gonna come out, right? This is Jimmy Wallhead's idea. He says it'll look sick as fuck, and I believe him, right? Well, I come out in pink shorts, side kicking like Van Damme across the cage with a spray tan, right? And that'll look cool as fuck. So,
and then that's all thanks to Jimmy Wallhead.
That was Jimmy's idea. He said I'm going to look good, and you know, if Jimmy Wallhead says I'm going to look good, then I've got to believe him, Anna. So,
amen. Look, we won't keep you too much longer. I got one question: the fight on December 7th, is it going the distance?
No, man, it's not going the distance. I think, and you know, the times I've been this sort of fucking up for it, they've normally been over pretty quickly. But you know, anything can happen in the fight. He's a tough guy. He's a really tough guy, but he's not going the distance. I know, like, I believe in my stand up now. And like, I think if there's any, you know, he's gaming it. If he stands with me in this fight, if he tries to, if he gives me the opportunity, and I catch him, he will go to sleep. I've not knocked anyone clean out in a fight yet, but I've done, you know, I've done a few people in the gym, and like I train with I spar with pro boxers and stuff, and I've not done anyone in roughhouse yet, unfortunately. But you know, they're all fucking nails, aren't they? So
do you have?
No, that's it. No,
mate, again, we appreciate. I mean, 40 minutes with you. Again, that's freaking awesome. Before we let you go, though, is there any sponsors you want to shout out, or anybody you'd like to say thank you to?
Yeah, I need to thank, you know, all my sponsors. Like I always say, you check my shorts and that, because I can't remember them now. I have quite a lot of sponsors. I appreciate that, but like there's some that have really helped me out this fight with this camp. There's Cutman Supplies. You can get them on Twitter. They've helped me out. Discount MMA. They've helped me out. Colossal Security. They always help me out for every fight. I think Impact LPA. Like I can't even wear their stuff on Cage Warriors because of, you know, stuff I don't want to get into. That's like, you know, business stuff between them. But you know, they still help me out. They still make all my kit for me. They just don't put their logos on it. And you know, they've paid for me to go training in Northampton down there with them and spar with Jimmy and that. And you know, before I went to Roughhouse, and you know, so they've really helped me out, Ross and them guys, and like just like all my sponsors, man, Body Active, everyone, like they all, you know, I'm lucky to have good sponsors. My management, Chris from Elite, and just like the Roughhouse guys, man, Kane for like letting me live with him basically, and everyone at Roughhouse, and Wayne that's got Fourth Dimension, you know, he welcomes me down there, and everyone's good. But when it comes to walking out in a Roughhouse shirt, you know, that's not my call. You know, that's up to them, and I don't want to push it on them. But
well,
you know,
we think it'd be cool.
I
let them know. We think that'd be cool.
Yeah, you know, it'd be good. Like you know, it'd be an honour to represent them. But I'm not pushing anything. You know, it's up to them guys, isn't it? You know, they're happy to have me training down there, and I'm happy with that. So you know, it's their call, man.
Well, I got to say, we look forward to seeing the fight December 7th. We hope the last couple of weeks of training go well, and you know, I'll go in the way that you want it to. Hopefully, we do a post fight afterwards, and perhaps you can choke me out.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do that fucking tap out challenge thing for ages.
Yeah, it's become a bit of a thorn in my side, that fucking tap out challenge.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in my Y fronts though.
Right, I'll make sure I got the baby oil ready. We'll make this uncomfortable watching for people, Leroy.
do you know what, right? When this happens, you're going to be shocked, because I'm going to fucking have some baby oil in my Y fronts and make sure of it. You know,
I'm not sure anybody's going to want to watch that, if I'm honest.
Of course they will. It's me. Everyone will watch it. I've got so many gay followers. They'll love it. They'll all be retweeting it and everything. My followers on Twitter will go hundreds. You got to think of the outcome of these sort of things, the positive outcome, you know.
Yeah. Gotta tell you, I'm looking forward to it. And with that, Leeroy, thank you so much for your time. Again, the fact that you give up your time to us is always appreciated, and we look forward to seeing you compete December 7th, Newcastle, Cage Warrior 62.
That's the one.
Thanks very much for your time, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries.